Good morning, Simon. This is a VR for your 2,000 subs. Congratulations. It's no surprise if many of you watch his live feeds. Always brings wisdom to the table and interesting, and just seems like an all-around good gentleman and a person you'd like to meet or you'd like to have as a neighbor. Unfortunately, distance prohibits a lot of that, but you never know. Times change, and maybe one day you'll be closer than you think. But anyway, I haven't had many memorable smokes, to be quite honest. A few come to mind. One was with a cigar, but I know we're talking about pipes here. But the cigar was a maker, Don Lino it was. And now he only makes these miniature cigars you can get still, but they're not nearly as good as the big ones. But there was when the pipe smoking was, cigar smoking was very popular around the time Aficionado magazine started. And those cigars, Don Lino's, were just fantastic. And it was good from the first light to it's that type of cigar where you want to burn your fingers before you get rid of it. That's how good it was. I remember it clearly in my head to this day. But anyway, back to the pipe. It happened to be in this pipe. And I have this Vegas, I call it Vegas chocolate tobacco I bought in Vegas in a Davidoff store. And it's probably one of my favorite tobaccos. I really like it. It smells great. Has a nice flavor. And this particular day I was relaxed and I lit the bowl, and like most people I've noticed so far in the VRs I've seen, it seems to be from start to finish that the bowl was good, which says to me it has a lot to do with maybe it was packed properly or the weather conditions were right, but in thinking about it, I think it's more about the attitude of the person at the time. Sometimes if you're in a relaxed mode, because as I'm thinking about it, even the coffee that I smoked with the pipe seemed exceptional. So I wonder if a day like today, even your taste buds are on par, they're all alert and everything's working perfectly, which probably rarely happens, but it was in this Peterson, which I really love this pipe. It's a 9mm, and it smoked right down to white ash, which doesn't always happen, and it was just one of those smokes that said, man, that was good. And then you try another bowl right afterwards and it's like gone. You have that one moment of perfectness, if you want to call it that, and then you may not have experienced for years to come. So far that's the only one that's really memorable. I've had good smokes, of course, like everybody, but usually not from start to finish. And many times because you get interrupted sometimes, or if you're on the pipe and you got to take a phone call or something like that. And I think sometimes the relighting gets in the way. But anyway, that's my VR to you, and continue more success with the channel, which I don't think you'll need, because you're gonna get it automatically, because your content is good and everything about it is good. So I wish you well. I hope you have 2,000 more subscribers in the next year, and that's my contribution. Thank you, Simon.